I'm a motorbiker, y'all. In Pennsylvania, we go to jail for stuff like that. So there's two options to get these bikes back. One, we rent a tractor trailer and we strap all the bikes down and we bring them back. The other option was I get 36 of my buddies, we all ride these bikes back. The problem with that is we only have a couple dealer tags. So pretty much a gang of 36 people are riding bikes back on the highway through the city with no tags. The problem with that is we're not the 12 o'clock boys in Baltimore, so that's not gonna fly. In Pennsylvania, we go to jail for stuff like that.
We pulled out and Sean's whole truck was just covered.
You couldn't even see it.
Yo, should I turn the tune down? This thing is just rolling a ridiculous amount of black smoke.
Oh yeah, what tune you have it on?
It's on 4.
Oh yeah, 4 is the worst, put it on 5.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 4 like those crazy black smoke.
Alright, can I do it while I'm driving? I can just flip it, right?
Yeah, just take your foot off the gas and then change it to 5.
Alright, will do.
So Caleb is used to driving. Yo, what year is that thing? His 2009, pretty rare, 5-speed manual transmission, 1-cylinder, 2-cylinder Camry. 0 power. The clutch and the gas pedal are just like flopping around. There's no resistance at all with those two things. So he's used to just like flooring it everywhere he goes. You get in the Power Stroke van, and this is what happens. Every time you get past like 30% throttle, just pillowing black smoke. It was a lot of fun to watch.
I was like, dang, man, Caleb's like getting in on it all the time.
No, dude, I'm barely touching it and the thing's just rolling around. I mean, like, I hit it like twice, kind of hard, but like, I was not hitting it that hard.
No, yeah, when you're at 4, like 30% throttle starts pillowing black smoke.
Dude, it's kind of fun, but I won't do that to everyone around me.
It is super fun.
Yeah, so we avoided the turnpike because usually there's traffic, but when you avoid Philly traffic on the turnpike, you just get Philly traffic on the regular pike, which we're on right now. So there's really just one moral of the story. You're never, ever, ever avoiding Philly traffic. And this is why I hate Philadelphia.
Yeah,
and I never go there.
Yo, real talk though, if we took the turnpike, we probably would have had to take out like a mortgage just for the tolls.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because we have the trailer and then we have that freaking Penske truck.
Oh my
It would have
god.
been stupid.
And the sucky part about the toll thing too is like, I feel like the prices are so ambiguous. You have no idea.
Yeah. You're like, oh, it's either going to be $10 or it's going to be $50.
So you have to like legit like factor in like your arrival time, like the weather, like whether or not what your like astrological sign is. Like you have to factor in like everything, and then they're like, it gives you like a number at the end, and that number could be like, no joke, I've seen it as low as like $3, and I've seen it as high as like $78. It's insanity. And so I never know what I'm gonna pay. Everyone's like, how much money should we bring for tolls? And I'm like, I don't know. $1,000 cash out. Maybe that'll get us to Pittsburgh. We have no idea.
Yeah.
We would have justified taking the tolls if someone else was driving the diesel van and not Caleb, because of all the money that it costs just of diesel smoke just piling out of the tailpipe.
Smoke signals.
Do you think you could read those smoke signals?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so here's what's going on. We bought 35 bikes at a bike auction, and we need basically 2 semi trucks to do it. We don't have 2 semi trucks, we have 1. My brother's coming up with his big truck. We got the Penske and the van. With the truck, we're gonna fit 20 bikes in there, 10 in the Penske, the other in the van, and good thing we had some extra space. I'm hoping we have extra space because the Rune is here. So we're picking up the Rune, it's gonna be awesome. Right now we're gonna back the van up to the loading dock, and hopefully everything goes in as planned.
You were just wandering over here and you saw it?
Yeah, well, I was like, how many maroon runes are there out there?
Dude, it's back.
I'm a motorbiker, y'all. All right, so we got 6 bikes in here right now. I'm running out of space. We have to get 10 bikes in this truck. We'll fit another 3 right here. We have a little bit extra room. We'll see how many we get. But if we don't get 10 bikes in this truck, we got to figure out space someplace else. And these are the smallest bikes we have. So I'm hoping we can get at least 10. Then we have to get 10, maybe 11. We'll see how it goes. We need 10, we got 10. All right, bare minimum. How many did we get in the other truck?
7.
We got 7. So we have 18 left to fit in the 53-foot tractor trailer. So that should be plenty. Although we have an extra bike though.
Oh yeah, we have the Rune.
So we have 19 to fit in the other truck.
Yeah.
So
It'll be close.
it'll be close. Yeah, so if we don't have enough room, someone's riding a bike home. Definitely a lot tighter than what we thought. It's going to be more of a tighter squeeze than we were expecting. Honestly, you know, I almost feel like we have to change our strategy a little bit. What if we turn the bike sideways? I think this is working better.
Really?
Definitely faster.
Is it?
Yeah.
So at this point, we completely changed the strategy because when you're running bikes next to each other, it makes more sense to have bikes with similar wheelbases. If you have, you know, two that are too far up and one that's too far back, they don't feel as solid. So we changed the strategy to put them sideways, which you can kind of have the man handle and grab it and pull, well, woman handle, trans handle, human, you have to human handle it and drag the bike sideways and then strap it down. But we were still able to use only 2 tank straps per bike. We figured 3, but so we had a bunch of straps that we didn't even need to use.
Done?
Well, we got one more strap.
Oh, one more strap.
That's the last strap. That's good. That's good. Right, so a little bit of change of plans. We got all the bikes on the trailer, on the truck, just like exactly like planned. We had to, my brother's actually running out of time. He only has 4 hours he can be on the road because the way truck drivers are, they put regulations that you can't drive too much. So this was just a second stop for the day. So we got to get back. We're gonna take the turnpike, which is a change of plan. We're gonna take the turnpike, should save us some time. And then hopefully he'll be able to, so we won't have to like park the trailer at my shop. It might get close, but we should be good. We gotta get some food though, man. I haven't eaten breakfast, and I'm starving.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's 3 o'clock and we haven't really eaten that much.
Nah, man. I was getting all lightheaded back in the trailer. Yeah. I was thinking if I pass out, just throw a strap over me. I'll be all right.
Just strap you down.
Yeah, just strap me down. That worked out good though. That was well. That's half of the job. It's, what time is it? 3 o'clock? It's 3 o'clock. Half of what we came to do, we done. We done.
Yeah.
We did. A little aluminum pin from our ramp.
Our ramp.
We saw it fall off the truck. I'm gonna run back and get it because we need that. We need that ramp.
Yeah, watch some cars.
Oh, baby, come on. Got your love and a feeling. Got your fuck, got the fever. Can't stop thinking about you every day.
You got it?
You got it.
Yo, how did you get that? I thought it was in the middle of the road.
No, it fell off. It was on the side.
Oh, sick.
So when I first saw the rod fall out of the truck, I was first like, and I'm driving on the highway going 65. I'm first thinking, well, we don't need it. We don't need it. And then I'm like, you know what? We probably definitely need it. We need that ramp. And then I pull over. By this point, the rod was so far away, I was contemplating getting a bike out of the truck, putting it on the lift, taking it down, riding the bike back, the wrong side on the shoulder on the highway, picking it up, bringing it back. The reason I didn't do that is because I forgot my gloves. And that would have been dangerous. It's like half a mile back there.
Dude, you were so far back. I told you, yo, I was like, yo, when you pull over, that's gonna be real far.
But I got it. All right, so it was pouring down rain, and then we get a call from Caleb saying that his wipers stopped working on the power stroke van.
Yeah, he was real sassy about it too. I was like, yo, just turn them on, turn them off, see if they come back on.
It's kind of understandable. The van's got 295,000 miles on it. Something's gonna.
Those wipers probably work perfectly. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
Something's gonna break at some point in time. where the Viper's at, getting recon, getting detailed. That's on to detail every inch of that thing to look like brand new. I mean, it looks good as it is, but they're gonna make it look perfect. Look at the sky. Cool looking sky. Forget you, Caleb, for hating skies. So, we're back. I think the bike's all made it. So the piece that fell out on the highway was actually this little rod right here. There's nothing keeping it in, but I guess the vibration of it just bouncing around just popped out.
You want to explain what we're doing now?
We're making super ramp. You
Is
might
that
have to
good?
like lean it to the other way.
No way.
Yeah, you weren't even scared.
Doesn't even know how to drive a bike.
Bro, I was gonna nail, dude.
You stalled it. Oh my gosh, you almost fell. The camera pressure.
Transporting the 36 motorcycles, we did have one incident, and the reason this happened was kind of two things. One, the tires were flat on that bike, so it had more flex. Two, you got the piece of wood right here. Imagine this is a 2x4. We put the tire right here. We strap both straps down. On every single bike except for this one, we had a screw on one side of the strap, a screw on the other side of the strap, on both straps. So the straps couldn't come in and then loosen the strap. On that bike, the strap started coming in because no one put a screw on that side. Now when we first got in the truck, the bike was sitting like this. It wasn't touching anything, it was just kind of sitting over because the other strap was holding it up. And then while we were unstrapping them, my brother was up there near the truck, or he was near the bike, and it just kind of fell over. It didn't hit anything, but it did pop the one light. And this was the Z1000, and that was one of the bikes that was one of the mistakes that I made in buying, because I saw it from afar. It seemed too cheap to be true, and I bought it. And the reason it was because it had two bent rims. The bike looked awesome, just perfect shape. Looks like someone just like bumped over two curbs or something like that. But both wheels had a little bend in both wheels, so both tires were flat. So I had to get the Penske truck back to Penske, but normally, I would drive up there and pick it up myself. So when I bring the truck back, I can just take my vehicle and drive it home. And we picked up the Penske truck on the way to Philadelphia. So it was late. Everyone wanted to go home. I'm trying to figure a way that I can go and drop the truck off without anyone dropping me off. So this is what we come up with.
All right, just take your track.
Dual sport in there.
Ooh, the XT.
Dude, it's his. Just throw his.
No, his bike.
Yeah, just put his bike in there.
Yeah, heck yeah. He already.
It's already got a tag on it, but it doesn't matter. Just throw it in there.
Yeah, he already wrecked it.
Right
Some guy at his church who wrecked his bike and had to go to the hospital, and he couldn't pick up his bike from the fire department.
He'd probably be happy that I rode his bike home. He'd be like, yo, bro, thanks for riding my bike a little bit.
Well, just be like, yo, I had to transport it.
Yeah, that kickstand came up.
He said there was sandwiches in here. No.
$1 million.
I'm out.
Cool.
See you tomorrow. See you, Eric. Y'all see you tomorrow,
I
though.
went to water.
Where'd they get all this stuff from?
They were like on a trip. They were eating food and doing stuff. And
beat you?
Yeah. All right, so yesterday we successfully unloaded all the bikes except for 19 bikes. Now what's left is we gotta unload the 53-foot dry van, and hopefully we got all the bikes out there safely. Let's hop. Let's do it. Let's do it.
One, two, three.
Dang, Caleb.
Caleb, you ain't doing nothing over here, dude. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I love it.
Were you just trying to mess with us?
Nah, dude, I thought it would just slide out from underneath it, bro.
1, 2, 3. Cash.
Honestly, we should have picked up the first time. Would have probably been faster.
Yeah,
and
probably
easier.
would have been faster.
Caleb,
Such a big freaking bike.
got this, bro. Roar. Yeah, Caleb. Yo, you guys thinking about what I'm thinking for lunch?
Sushi?
Yeah, boy!
Sushi!
Unlimited sushi.
Dude, unlimited sushi.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking though. Let's go to the place in Greenfield. We should not have gone to the Greenfield sushi place because apparently it was not unlimited sushi on this day of week during lunchtime. It was a pretty big disappointment. We ate a bunch of sushi. We ended up staying there. We ate a bunch of sushi, but it was very expensive. So on top of the Z1000 that I already mentioned about how that was a buy that is something caught me completely off guard. We bought a really nice VTX 1800 that when you grab the clutch, it just squirts hydraulic fluid right out of the hydraulic line. No big deal. We're gonna get that fixed. Other than that, it's an awesome bike. I'm really excited about it. The other bike is a Voyager, and that I thought was doing really cheap. And I probably should have done some research before it, but it was missing a floorboard. Not a big deal. And then that one also has a clutch issue. It actually had a big sign right on there saying clutch is sticking. So I probably should have noticed that before I bought that. So other than that, all the bikes work. They all fired up. They work good. Some had dead batteries. We charged them up. Some, like 2 or 3, we had to replace the batteries. No big deal. Everything fired up except for one bike. And it's probably the bike I'm most excited about. And that's a 2014 Moto Guzzi California. Beautiful bike. It's saying an error code on the gauge, so we got to figure out what that is. I'm sure it's something simple, but I'm excited. I love those bikes. They're really, really unique bikes. So after the dust settled, after all the bikes we got, total spend $106,250. Cost to transport the tractor trailer $750. The Penske van $260. Fuel $100. Definitely more. That's actually more than that. Food probably about $100. Total cost $1,210. Divide that by 36 motorcycles. That's transport the bikes was $33.60. That was insane. That was the cheapest possible way to get all those bikes back. So we spent $106,000. We are hoping to sell the majority of all these bikes within a month. Looking at the numbers, if we sell the bikes for what we're expecting to, and our bikes are always competitive, and if we, and fixing up the few bikes that need to be fixed up, we should be bringing in around $65,000 for that whole run. So, not bad for a Monday. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're wondering what we're going to do with the Rune, if you've been following the Rune saga, I know a lot of you people are. It's a really crazy story. The story is getting crazier as we speak, but you notice we put it back for sale a couple days ago. And if you notice even closer, we just took it off of sale because I got a killer idea for it. It's a little change of plans of what we were going to do before. All right, guys. See you guys later.